Hi, I'm Wendy, and I'm creating this Story Power storytelling project around a few of the loves of my life: storytelling, mental health counseling, and teaching. I've been enjoying this project for a couple months now, and it's so many ways it's been going really, really positively. But about 2 weeks ago, I got really stuck when realizing that I really needed to infuse the project with myself, with video, with a picture of myself somewhere, and maybe some personal blog posts, that kind of thing. As I worked through the fear, I decided that it would also be a good idea to use what I did to work through the fear in my first video. Yesterday I took a walking meditation and used some storytelling techniques and a couple mindfulness techniques as well, which didn't work perfectly, of course, but it helped me to break through a little bit and gave me the impetus to create this video today. So I'll share what I did. First of all, what the specific purpose was to confront my fear and also see my place in my story at this time. And so those two things, if we start with where I am in the story, if I'm the hero and we use Dan Harmon's story circle, which is based on Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, you know, I've left my place of comfort, definitely. I'm embarking on my adventure and I'm beginning to adapt to my new surroundings. I feel like it's a circle and I'm feeling that I'm definitely going down to that bottom part where I meet the goddess, I guess. But right now I'm I'm learning new things, and I feel it in my gut right now. My stomach is super tense as I'm sharing this. Secondly, when we talk about fear, it's important to realize, okay, yeah, where I am in the story, I really should be seeing some fear. I really should be experiencing some fear, or I'm not really doing I'm not playing my part in the story. So that's helpful. Secondly, though, realizing that fear is your misguided friend, I find so helpful. So I started confronting this misguided friend. And what was this misguided friend trying to tell me? And what was this misguided friend fear trying to help me with, right? Because there's always a grain of truth in that. Well, I realized on my walk to the woods that I'm in a place of complete transition in my life, and I'm in a place of a lot of solitude. Now, whether that's welcome solitude, which it is in a lot of ways, or imposed solitude, which is also is in some ways, nonetheless, I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, ready to jump, and of course I'm afraid. So basically for an hour, I sat with that. And yeah, I felt it in my gut. I may have yelled at God a couple times in the middle, and by the time I got to the bridge, which is my ending place, I stood in the sun for a bit and just kind of let it all settle in me. At that time I realized, you know what? Thank God I'm afraid. It means I'm not crazy, because there's a lot to be afraid of. On the way home from the woods, back home, I did the next, so that actually is kind of an acceptance of where I am. On the way home, I did a bit of gratitude for me as a pillar, as the hero of my own story, a small hero, and the gratitude for who's surrounding me and what's surrounding me and what's appearing to support me and carry me forward. And so by the end of the walk, I had realized deep gratitude for the amazing people who've stepped forward and offered support, encouragement, professional critiques, advice, very welcome advice and feedback, and yeah, etc. I've also been blessed with memories of, okay, it's been 30 years, but I know how to be on camera, for example. And hey, I have the knowledge to do these courses. And hey, when people take storytelling from me or language classes from me, gosh, generally speaking, almost 100% of the time, they really, really enjoy it. And I hear about it, and that's great. So anyway, those things actually really helped me as well. So I realized, yeah, my fear is valid. I'm not crazy in that way. And then on the way home, I felt, not only that though, but gosh, am I supported? And I might be a little bit in solitude right now, but it's actually not a super unsafe place to jump off from. And that knowledge gave me it gave me the comfort on two levels. One, my fear is real and valid. Second though, you know what? I'm supported. There's a bit of a safety net. Jump. So I decided to make this video to start. It's nowhere near perfect, but it's a starting place. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really looking for feedback, mostly in this case. And thank you so much for listening.